Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing an updated version of my Jinzo deck profile, because Destiny Hero Malicious got hit, and Armageddon Knight got hit, and you guys keep asking for me to update this deck, and I'm really actually excited because I've been playing around with it a little bit, and I actually kind of tweaked it just a little bit to show you guys. So, let's get started, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think down in the comments down below of what you think of this deck profile, and we'll get straight on into this. So, we're going to be playing Jinzo, the Trap Lord. So, we're going to be playing 3 copies of him, 3 copies of Jinzo. Basically, he says traps can't be activated, period. The effects of traps are negated, and traps cannot be activated. He's just an awesome effect. He's an awesome effect monster. He's seen so much play in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! This deck is totally bonkers to go against Altergeist, and I've done that recently after I profiled this. I actually tested that, and it was hilarious. I might add. It was awesome. You guys should totally do it. It's such a thrill to look at your opponent and be like, I summon Jinzo, and they're like, people still play that? It's hilarious. So, then we play 1 copy of Jinzo Lord. Basically, it's a really good big boss monster that allows you to use traps. Let's see. You can, this card can be normal summon or set except by the special summoning, by sending 1 Jinzo monster you control, 1 face of Jinzo you control to the graveyard. And then it says trap cards cannot be activated on the effects of trap cards in the field are negated. And then once per turn, you can destroy all face-up traps on the field. Inflict 300 points of damage to your opponent for each one destroyed by this effect. But if it comes out at a 2600 beater, it doesn't let you use traps. Excuse me, I misspoke there. But it's still a really good big boss monster. I absolutely love playing 1 copy of it, and it's just an awesome card. And then we play 3 copies of Jinzo Jector, which made me actually want to build this deck to begin with. Jinzo Jector's effect is that its name becomes Jinzo while in the field or in the graveyard, and then you contribute this card to add a Jinzo monster from your deck to your hand, except another copy of itself, and you can reveal all set cards on the field that are spell and trap card zone, and if there's any traps among them, you can special summon Jinzo monsters from your hand up to the number of cards revealed. The cool thing is this. Is if you special summon out Jinzo Jector with like Call of the Haunted or something like that, you can actually activate Inferno Reckless Summon to special summon out 3 Jinzos from your deck. So, I mean, like, it's just amazing to be able to do that because it has under 1500 attack. Then I played 3 copies of Jinzo Returner. This card can attack your opponent directly, and when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Jinzo from your graveyard, but destroy it during the end phase. But it still lets you special summon out like Jinzo Jector, and it gives you more ability to summon it to activate the Infernal Reckless Summon and get more plays off. 1 copy of Dark Armed Dragon, because this is DarkArmedDuelist's channel, so we might as well. And you guys should totally subscribe. We're going to be able to play this badass card in this deck, so it just makes it awesome. 3 copies of Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher is basically you can discard a level 5 or higher monster to special summon this card from your hand, and then once per turn you can discard 1 dark monster to send a dark monster from your deck to the grave. That's when I play 3 copies of him for the Jinzo to send it to grave and be able to bring it back with Call the Haunted, and then Call the Haunted's effects negated, so we have Jinzo on the field for free, and they can't kill it because Call the Haunted says destroyed if, and Jinzo says no. Jinzo says no to that. So we play 3 copies of Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher just gives another body on board too, so it's just really awesome. And I replaced the Armageddon Knights with the extra Dark Greffers, and then I play the 1 Armageddon Knight because we have 1 now, which is kind of sad face. 3 copies of Summoner Monk. I actually dropped Malicious altogether out of this deck because I just didn't feel like I needed it anymore, with just being at 2. I felt like I either bricked with it at 1 or 2, or I just didn't get to use it to its full potential, so I kind of just dropped it. But I played the 3 Summoner Monk to get out the Dark Greffers and the Jectors and the Armageddon Knight and all that. And the 3 Ash Blossoms as well, because Ash Blossom is just a good hand trap. You can play any hand trap you want in this position, but I choose to play 3 Ash Blossoms here. You can play a Veiler, you can play Veilers, you can play Veilers, you can play Ghost Ogres, you can play anything you want. I just play 3 Ash because it's just super easy. And I had them. So let's that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Call by the Grave because we need to stop our opponent from banishing our need to stop our opponent from hitting our special summons off of like with Ash Blossom, with Inferno Reckless Summon. We don't want them to Ash Blossom it, so we play 3 copies of Call by the Grave to be able to stop all that shenanigans. 1 copy of Monster Reborn because you can combo this with our Infernal Reckless Summon. That's the big thing that I use to summon out all my Jinzos. You can summon 3 Jinzos right off the bat really easily. Foolish Barrel to send the Jinzo ejector to grave to bring it back to get Infernal Reckless Summon live. Rhoda, because it's like playing 2 Armageddon Knights. Monster Gate, again, special summon. Since I have so many different levels and stuff, I play Monster Gate and Reasoning to get more special summons off, and I can chain after it resolves, chain Infernal Reckless Summon and get more Jinzos on the field. 2 limiter removals to OTK my opponent. 3 Allure of Darknesses because everything's dark in the deck. 3 copies of Infernal Reckless Summon, because Infernal Reckless Summon, the combo is if you get Jector on field by special summoning it, you can activate this, and its effect is that when exactly 1 monster with 1500 or less attack is special summoned to your side of the field, while your opponent controls a face-up monster, your opponent chooses 1 monster they control, and you choose a monster you control, and since Jinzo Jector's name counts as, it counts as a Jinzo while it's on the field or in the grave, it lets you. It's kind of like machine duping a Cyber Dragon core. It lets you special summon Cyber Dragons in place. But in this case, it lets you special summon Jinzos in place of Jinzo Jectors, because it counts as Jinzo on the field. So it's the naming thing. So that's why Infernal Reckless Summon is such a good card in this deck, and it makes the deck work really, 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 really well. And that's why I play so many revival cards like Monster Reborn, Foolish Bear, or Monster Reborn, Call of the Haunted. Even our copy of Jinzo Returner makes this card live and makes it really, really like pop off. So that's why we play what we play. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. For the traps, we're going to play 3 copies of Call of the Haunted. The reason I play 3 copies of Call of the Haunted is, yes, it is dead when Jinzo's on the field. But we're already in a winning state when Jinzo's on the field. So we activate this when Jinzo's not on the field to summon out Jinzo Jector, like I stated before, to then activate Jinzo Returner. Or to activate our Infernal Reckless Summon. So like a combo, really quickly, because that's it for the main deck, and we have time. You have like Infernal Reckless Summon, and let's say you have this on field, and you have these 2 set, okay? You have these 2 set, and you have a Jinzo Jector in the grave, okay? Like, this is the way you do it, okay? This is the big combo. You activate Call of the Haunted, you special summon out Jinzo Jector, your opponent has any monster on the field, you activate Jinzo or Infernal Reckless Summon, and then you get to special summon monsters from your deck equal to the number that you have. So then I just special summon 3 Jinzos. I'll summon out Jinzo 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and you just summon out these right onto the field, and you have all of this that then you can activate like limiter removal and swing at your opponent for 48 for each one of these. Or you can overlay 2 of them to get a ability, which is kind of sacrilegious, but we do it anyways. But you can attack your opponent and get so many different plays off of that one, Infernal Reckless Summon. So that's why we play what we play in this deck. And it's just a really quick combo, guys. Because I know you guys are always asking for combos. So then I play 1 copy of Utopia Beyond because I can overlay, like I said, the Jinzos to summon it. Then 1 copy of Photon Strike Bouncer to negate monster effects. It's kind of sometimes you need it. Then I play a Utopia package, which is Utopia, Utopia S Prime, and Utopia the Lightning. The problem with this deck is it doesn't get above like 2400 in the main deck. So if you have Summoner Monk, you can use Summoner Monk to special summon something out, and then go into Utopia the Lightning and pop at your opponent for 5k. So this is my big like sword play where I just want to swing at my opponent besides limiter removals. 1 Tornado Dragon to pop back row, like spells and traps and stuff. Baguska, because it's Baguska and I need to stall sometimes. Exciton Knight to blow up the entire board. Borreload because I can make it. Boral Sword because I can also make it an OTK. Nightmare Unicorn just to bounce stuff for the off chance that you need it. And plus you get extra draws if you have it co-linked. Phoenix and Cerberus to pop stuff. And then my best card in the extra deck, Wee Witch's Apprentice. Okay, so the reason I play 2 of Wee Witch is because if you have like Jinzo on board, it becomes 2900, and if you can like double her on board, you can get him all the way up to 34 and swing at your opponent. And so she really helps out with the other monsters too, because it lets you have like an Armageddon Knight that comes out right at 2900. And plus the other cool thing is this, is Jector is only at 800 attack. So even with Wee Witch Apprentice on the field, it still qualifies as 1500 or less, so you can use it for your Inferno Reckless Summon. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this deck down in the comments down below. I hope I explained this deck pretty well. I actually dropped out the Plague Spreader. If you want to find room for the Plague Spreader, you can. And then you can put a couple of Synchros in here. But without the Malicious in here, I'm going to have to Synchro away like my Jinzos, and I don't want to do that. And that's why I dropped it as well. So tell me what you guys think of this deck profile down in the comments down below. It's a really fun just deck that you can play Jinzo in. I really wish they give him more support, because he would just be such an awesome card to be able to just summon out. It'd just be like, okay, I have Jinzo the deck. Like, could you imagine if Jinzo was meta? That would be crazy. So, anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.